Hello everyone, and welcome to this video series on volume rendering using Houdini and Arnold. In this video, I'd like to show how to make sure that our volume is something that can be rendered using Arnold. So let's start by taking a look at the volume I have here. Here I have a file sub reading some simulation I've done, and it's saved using the geo.se extension. And for us to be able to render this with Arnold, we have to make sure that it is a VDB volume. So let's verify what's the data we have here. I'm going to middle click on the file read, and I can see it says 2 volumes. And I have two fields here, density and temperature. And right now, this is not a VDB volume, it's the native Houdini volume. And to convert that to a VDB, we have to use the convert VDB node. I'm going to create that and connect it. And right now it says convert to volume, which is the native Houdini volume, but that's not what we want. We want to change this to VDB. And this way, our volumes are now VDB's volume. And we still have our density and temperature field. Now, all what's left to do for us is create a ROP output. And I'm going to connect the output there. And we simply put the path to say simulation.$f4, and we have to type in the .vdb extension, otherwise Arnold is not going to recognize this. So I typed in .vdb, changed the frame range, and I simply hit render. That's all what's needed to use this with Arnold. And I'd like to show one more thing. These two are float fields, and they only contain one channel. In the case of vector channels, I have another example here where I'm creating a temp, a fake color channel, color.x.y.z, and I'm gonna, this is a vector, a 3 vector field, each in a separate volume, and that's how they are described in the normal Houdini volume. But for VDB, we have to convert them. We have to convert this to a VDB volume and then merge all the 3 vectors into one. So I'm gonna drop a convert node and convert my volume. This is again reading the original volumes from the file, and I'm gonna convert this to VDB. And here, if I middle click now, I can see I have color.x, color.y, which is 3 separate volumes. Now you can definitely use this with Arnold, but it will be slower to read these 3 channels instead of 3 vector field. So I'm gonna use a vector merge node and connect that. And simply by doing that, if I middle click now, I can see that the color is a vector 3, and this will be much more efficient to render using Arnold. And so all what's left to do is create a raw output, connect this, and then type in the same the path sim.$f4.vdb. That's all what I wanted to show. You just have to save this as VDB and make sure it's written to disk. That's all I wanted to show in this video. So let's start by looking at the first chapter where we're gonna do our first volume rendering and learn more about rendering volumes in Arnold. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.